Hello everybody, and welcome to a new mission in Steel Fury Kharkov 1942, where we play a single player mission with a tank that was requested by one of my viewers. S. Smith, thank you very much for your request. Today we are playing the mighty, awesome Tiger II. The heavy Tiger tank with the long-barreled 8.8 centimeter gun, with its insane muzzle velocity and penetration power, very strong frontal armor, but reliability problems, not that great side armor, and maneuverability that is limited by the monstrous weight of this vehicle. Today's mission is taking place in January 1945 during the Conrad III operation, where the Wehrmacht tried to relieve the besieged city of Budapest. And our task is to go ahead and capture this village that is on the highway between Budapest and... oh my god, Székesfehérvár? I don't know. If I have any Hungarian viewers, come on, you guys know that your language is super complicated. So, I'm sorry. Now, we'll try to take over that village. Let's set up our attack here. The village is behind this hill. Let's get the infantry in position. Let's get our other tanks into position. And then let's go. I think I'll advance over this hill in front of me and use that as a fire position to get eyes on the village and to then start shooting at it. I have to use the range advantage that my Tiger II gives me. Sounds like a plan. Let's try to do it just like that. I have a lot of infantry here with me, just standing by for the assault. Come on. Move this thing into position. You can immediately see that the Tiger II is definitely not the fastest of tanks. It is quite slow actually. Okay, I can see the village. Halt here. Let me observe the village while I'm still in a hull down position. Now from the village's point of view, only my commander would be visible, and I can already see a Soviet tank. I'll mark it for you, there it is. And that's what I will engage first. Get to my gunner. Armor piercing shell. And now let's move into a hull down position, so my hull will still be hidden behind the hill. Only my turret will be showing, but that will be enough to engage the enemy tank at a range of about, I don't know, maybe 1200. Nah, that's too far. 1100. There it is. He doesn't see me, he doesn't know I'm here. But he should know now. That was a solid smack on that tank. Is it on fire? Do I need to put in another one? What's going on? Let's observe for a moment. Okay, another shell. Hit into the turret. Do I need one more? Yeah, let's put in one more. Why not? That was a direct hit into the side. That vehicle is toast. No chance for it to survive that. The crew is probably, most likely, dead inside. Anything else that I can see in the village as of now? Not really. No, that seems to be the only target that is visible for now. So I won't have another choice but to advance further up the hill to maybe get eyes on more targets. Before I do that, yeah, it's on fire now. Okay, the last shell did it. Before I do that, I will go over to my commander again. Stick my head out. And we'll check if we can find another target by using our binoculars. One burning T-34. I think it's a T-34. But other than that, there are some trees here that are making it hard for me to spot anything in the village. There's also a lot of shrubbery, a lot of vegetation. Okay, let's continue. At an oblique angle. This is a little bit dangerous. If there's something over there, for example, an AT gun or so, it could punch through my side armor. So I have to be careful while doing that. I can see Soviet infantry in what appears to be a trench, running just on the edge of that field over there. Okay, that's a valid target for later. Other than that, though, there doesn't seem to be anything in the village. Which I'm 100% sure is completely false. The Soviets will have more forces inside the village, maybe more entrenched infantry. However, only one tank? It sounds a bit unusual, to be honest. Right now I'm also already scanning for possible avenues for Soviet reinforcements. They could be coming across that hill, maybe down the highway actually. Well, I say highway, it is basically just a paved road. But, yeah, this is 1945. Enemy targets, I can't see it. My gunner apparently can. Let's get over to my gunner before he does something stupid. Okay, he's aiming at the infantry that is inside the trench. I would not like... oh yeah, entrenched infantry. Spread out, quite in a wide formation, but they are definitely there. I'm very cautious. Maybe I'm too cautious, but... some of you might say, well, you're in a Tiger too, it's a King Tiger, just go for it. Yeah, nah. If the Soviets do have some really big guns in the village, a King Tiger is not immune to fire. It can be destroyed. But yeah, the dance is starting now. I have infantry advancing. Let's see, let them discover targets for us. Or draw fire. Basically. I could start to engage the enemies inside the trench. Give a little bit of cover to my troops. There's a machine gun shooting somewhere. There. Let me reverse a little bit to get better eyes on that thing. I gotta take it out. Now, it doesn't matter that I have an AT shell loaded. That thing has to die. Range about... maybe 900. Oh, he went flying to the moon. Amazing shot there. Oh, and he came down again. There's an AT rifle getting into a position somewhere. Let's make sure that he can't do that. The trees are catching my rounds here. Let's advance a little bit again to get a clear view on that guy. There we go. There we go, he's dead. Another machine gun. Where? AT rifle in the trench. However, that doesn't matter much. I'm interested in the machine gun. No, that got deflected horribly by the vegetation. Yeah, the trees are catching my rounds. I don't like that. Let's try to hit the trench. Damn these trees. Okay, these trees are making it actually hard for me. But that AT rifle gunner inside the trench is annoying. Okay, I need to increase the range here. That did look quite like a decent hit, yeah. Let's put in one more here. There we go. That cleaned up that part of the trench. Another AT rifle. There he is. Just trying to protect my infantry here. Was that a shot coming in from the left side? Do I maybe find Panzer? Okay, indeed, enemy tanks coming in from the left side. Enemy tank. Range 800. Too short. Range 1 kilometer. Load armor piercing. Where did you come from? Hit into the engine. That thing should be disabled. Yeah, it's coming to a stop. Is it on fire? I'm not taking any chances here. That should do it. Are there more of them is the question. Anybody else? Where did he come from? Yeah, there are more tanks. I think they're coming down the highway. Oh. This thing was actually still active, but one of the King Tigers put another shell into it. I think it's smoking now. Let's keep our eyes on this here. T-34 advancing. Good hit, directly into the side. How is it still moving? Another great hit. That thing is done. Switch targets. Good hit. Came to a stop. It's on fire. Okay, 3 tanks destroyed on this side. And apparently my King Tiger, or one of my King Tigers, has the area covered. So let me shift to the village again. Make sure there are no more surprises coming through the village. What? Situation seems clear for now. Enemy infantry in the village, yeah. That has to be expected. I have a good position on this hill. How's my infantry doing? They're still advancing. Which is exactly what I want. More enemy tanks. Coming in from the right side this time. There's one. Hold here. Range 1250 maybe. Hit. That thing is done. That was a solid hit into the side. Anybody else? Tiger, if you wouldn't mind, please focus on the right side. Because there are T-34s advancing across the open field. Aim. And fire. I'm not sure if that was a good hit. Decrease range 1100. Aim for this one because he's aiming for us. Hit. Next target. Ah, he stopped. He slowed down. Okay. Aim again. Good hit. He's done. No T-34 survives a hit like that from the side. Yeah. Hatches are opening. That one is on fire. Okay. I think we got this. Enemy infantry? Oh, okay, that's fine. No problem there. The important thing is the enemy tanks are done. But they did decimate my infantry. Okay, how's my force looking? I still have this infantry here in reserve. And I think I will now commit to the attack. We have taken out some flanking attempts here. Troops coming down the highway, basically. And I think we can now go ahead and assault the village. Let's do that. Open up the formation. Should I assault the left side? I don't think I will go directly for the center of the village. Now the infantry has been decimated here in the open field. I think this time I will try to go across this field together with my Tiger tanks, and we'll enter the village from its left side. Sounds sensible. Yes, first station is here on the embankment. Enemy infantry. Okay, I can't see anybody for the moment. Let's switch over to my commander. Let my gunner deal with things on his own while I search for targets. The King Tiger up there is stopped. I don't know why. Are you okay? Yeah, they're okay. I guess they are in an overwatch position, that's fine as well. Okay, these T-34s are all taken out. That's important. And we are advancing on the village. Actually, hold here. That's Soviet infantry in a trench up there. I can see them. Get to my gunner. Yeah, there they are. I need to waste an AP shell. I don't like that. Okay, that was a bit long. Just over 1,000 meters. Should do the trick. Damn, this vegetation. Sprenggranate, yeah, okay. I should aim that thing like... range should be about, I don't know, 1,200 maybe? No, it's not 1,200, it's further away. 1,400. No. 1,500. Now there's of course an enemy tank. Yeah, that was a good shell. Load AP shells. And find this Soviet tank. There. Range about 700 meters. Aim, fire, done. Oh, something is shooting at my tank here. Oh yeah, thank you very much for parking there. Jesus Christ, sometimes my allies are just the worst. Oh boy, this tank is taking some fire. There's a Soviet. Hit. Soviet tanks are coming through the village. Have they been in hiding? Oh boy. That is on fire. There's one. Oh no. That's bad. And that tank is done. But I did lose one. I did lose one King Tiger. And the Tiger that was on Overwatch position on the hill is not there anymore. He has decided to join us down here. I suspect that the danger will come more from this direction, so let's turn my frontal armor towards them. As you have just seen, the side armor of a King Tiger, it won't stop around at this range. Do I have more enemy tanks? That's the question right now. That's a very important question right now. That King Tiger is going for it. He fired at something. Keep doing that, that's fine. You know what I will do? I will move my tank to the left side of the village at maximum speed. And I'll... Oh boy. Something big was just shooting at my infantry. Okay, I don't know anymore if this is a good idea. You know what? Turn the turret. Something is over here. Something is definitely over here. In this direction. Hold for a moment. Can I see anybody? 12 o'clock, okay. So 12 o'clock should be over here. But I can't see anybody. Maybe that King Tiger in the front can. I can't. He might be engaging somebody. Okay, this is getting very interesting. 12 o'clock. They're calling tanks at 12 o'clock and I just cannot see them. There. He's still moving though. That should have done the trick. Now they did call an enemy tank destroyer in this direction. Enemy tank destroyers could be something very nasty. The Soviets do have some models that can absolutely deal with my King Tiger. Oh boy. Now I'm afraid to advance here. I have one, possibly two disabled King Tigers already. And I don't think... Oh boy. How am I still alive? How am I still alive? Oh, and that missed. But I think it's already disabled. How am I still alive? That's incredible. Situational awareness, guys. It's very important. You know what? Load the high explosive shells. Let's try to decimate the Soviet infantry before they kill all of my guys. Increase range. Let's try to take out that trench up there. Increase range. There we go. That was a solid hit. Another solid hit. And let's do hopefully another one. No. Okay, where's the other Soviet infantry that is shooting at my guys? Possibly in the trenches somewhere. Yeah, they're in the trenches here. You know what? I'll order my guys to take up defensive positions. Now, were those the last enemy tanks? That is a very important question right now. I can't see the Soviet infantry. I think they might be down there in that little trench here. Let's just put in a round. Maybe that will shut them up. There's one. Next to the house. So the house is now gone. Yeah, there's still one next to the house. So let's put in... There's a mortar actually. Oh, that did hit the house behind them. Well, that works. Short. We are remodeling this village. I don't know, that looked to be a little bit long. Let's try another one. And that one was shot. Yeah, okay. You know what? Doesn't matter. I will execute my original plan, get my tank onto the left side of the village, close down the road, and then advance down the road that leads through the village with my Panzer Grenadiers in tow. Keep moving. Actually, I should maybe... Yeah, I shouldn't be up here. Let's close the hedge. We have the view from our cupola here. Oh, poor Tiger tank. I guess both of them are knocked out. Let's keep going. Now, which road will I take? I might take... I might first clean up the front of the village. Or I might just go directly into it. No, I think I'll get on this here. And I'll try to clean up the front of the village first. Enemy infantry, yeah, I know. Come on, keep going. Okay. Let's see what we can engage from here. That's a tank. He's taken out though. Searching for Soviet soldiers right now. Those are Soviets, I'm pretty sure of that. The fence is annoying. Yeah, my crew did just call out an AT gun, but they are referring to the mortar that is standing there. So no reason to panic. Where do we have more Soviet infantry? The trench. Trench looks to have been cleaned out. So that's fine. There's just sporadic gunfire now. My Troops are trying to get deeper into the village, but that's not easy. Soviets are still up on that hill over there. Let's put in a shell for them. There we go. Here's one. Ah, stupid tree. Okay. I know what I'll do. We'll keep advancing. But not through this vegetation here, we'll go around it. And get on the railway tracks. That should give us a really good view of everything that goes on in the village. Okay, trenches in front of us. But I trust that they have been already defeated by my infantry. And it looks like they have, actually. Yeah, they look completely empty. Okay. Keep going. Let's get onto the railway tracks. Oh yes, that's giving me a commanding position. Turn the tank. Get back up into the middle of the tracks, come on. Get us a good and stable position. And now, let's start. Enemy tank who in front of us. He's dead. No more shooting at my infantry for you. There's a tank back there. I'm not sure if it's taken out. I will put in another shell. The currently loaded high explosive shell will go into this trench that I saw. At about this range. A little bit further out. Now load an armor-piercing shell. And let's find the tank again. There he is. Range should be about 700 to 800. There we have a good hit. Let's put in one more just for the purposes of safety. There we go. Here is an enemy tank soldier. Oh, I need to reload. A machine gun. Can I get his legs? No, I actually can't. But I know he's alive because I saw him move. We'll get him later. There's one. Okay, he's done. Okay, back to these guys on the hill. Greetings. Wow. There we go. That's a trench cleaned out. And now we should essentially be able to advance down the railway tracks, gunning down enemy infantry left and right. Should I call in my Panzer Grenadiers as support? Okay, maybe I should. Yeah, let's actually do that. Come to me. Come to me, guys. We will now sweep the village. This guy here. Yeah, he's annoying. Let's get going here. Oh, there's much more infantry in that trench up there. How many did I kill already? My god, and there's still more. Put a shell there. Yeah, that helped. The dispersion of this machine gun is not ideal. But yeah, we can clean out the trenches just like that. It's insane. More enemy infantry on the left side. I suspect that all the enemy tanks have been defeated. That's the only reason why I'm moving on the railway tracks. Usually you would not do that. You are too exposed up here. But for now, it's actually fine. Let's keep going. Back to my commander. For some situational awareness. And let's actually nudge this T-34 if we can. That might have crushed somebody that was still beneath the tracks. What are you aiming at? Okay, up there is still another soldier apparently. Unbelievable. But yeah, we'll take it into account. And we'll use a sight with a lower magnification while we are inside the town here. That's one of ours. Where else do they have their forces? There can't be much left. There really can't be much left here. I think it's now just about mopping up, finding the last people that are able to resist. Like someone over there maybe. Yeah, I could hear somebody. Get back up on the railway embankment. Give me a good view of the surrounding area. Where did that come from? Behind this house. Okay, in that case, keep going. Might be some tank crew that are still running around here. Yeah, there's somebody behind the house somewhere. I can trust my infantry to take that guy out. Switch to my commander. There's the house behind me. I'm in Hernos Peten. Clear this area from enemy troops. Yes, that's what I'm trying to do right now. Okay, enemies in that trench up on the hill. Let's re-engage. Where are you going? These trees are making it impossible to support this properly. But I can still hear a Soviet soldier somewhere behind me. He has to be somewhere back here. Should I go and try and find him? I mean, it's only one soldier. What can he do? Okay, yeah, somebody's definitely shooting from up there. What the hell was that? I think somebody found the remaining enemy soldier and threw a grenade at him. That might be possible. I do not have many infantry forces left. That's bad. That's really bad. You know what? I don't want to tell them to... No, What is that? That was a machine gun. Machine guns are not allowed here. Okay, you know what? That was a big gun shooting. What the hell happened? What? What was that? Okay, I think the enemy does have one more tank somewhere. In that case, we gotta go tank hunting. In that case, tell my infantry to entrench themselves. Reverse. I need to get across the railway tracks. Use them as a little bit of cover. Okay. $11:30. Who's shooting? I cannot tell. Okay, that's one of my guys, and he's shooting at somebody over here. Yeah, that's the Soviet soldier that's hiding still somewhere around here. Actually, I can see him. Now he's dead. Okay, now my troops can focus on other things. For example, telling me where this cannon is that fired. And I'm pretty sure it's some kind of cannon. Or maybe some kind of tank. I can hear an engine. That was a telltale sign of a tank. Come on, load. Come on, load, 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 load. Hurry up. And... wait for it. Wait for it. Done. There's no chance for this thing to survive such a shell. Question is, are there more? And the answer is, surprisingly, yes! Where did they come from? Okay. I have not many shells left. Yeah, 3 armor-piercing shells left. I have to ration them very carefully now. On fire, great. And on fire. This mission is more stressful than I thought it could be. Let me take a look around. Can I hear more enemy tanks, maybe? No. Not at the moment. Let's advance to the village then. It's starting. An icy rain is starting. Not pleasant. Oh god, okay, it's just a tank. He blew up. Nobody visible in the trench up there. That's good. That tank had been taken out. Wait a moment, did he? Did he just turn? The hatches are open. Did that thing? Wasn't that tank sideways to me? Or am I crazy right now? Also, I'm standing next to a tank with the hatches open and it might blow up. That's not smart. This thing is making me nervous. Because I'm sure he turned just now. Let's keep going and observe. And if he twitches... there's a driver inside and he's alive. I'll just machine gun him. I think I just machine gunned the driver. And that's a mission complete. Oh boy. That was intense. That was very intense. You know what? Let's make sure. There we go. Okay. Apparently, we are done. I'll still send my infantry to clear the village, make sure that really everything is done. I'll wait here. And yeah, that thing is now on fire. Back to my commander. Let's actually open up all the hatches. There we go. So, what an amazing tank. And what an intense mission. You might be thinking that I was a bit overly cautious, but it had to be that way. It really did. If I see how many tanks the Soviets had and how they kept coming, if I wasn't this cautious, I would not have survived to the end of the mission. Let's take a look at the statistics. Now, we are Viper 3, okay. We fired 61 shots. Almost our full ammunition load. We fired 830 rounds from our machine guns. Scored 47 hits. Took no hits in return. We destroyed 12 targets. Killed 101 enemy soldiers. So what did we destroy? We destroyed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 T-34-85 tanks. Wow. And one IS-2-122. Oh boy. That was some harvest of enemies here. So that makes us a double tank ace. They will have to paint a few victory rings on our barrel here. Let's check out our other two King Tigers and what happened to them. Because now you will be able to see what happens if you are not careful. Even though you're driving a Tiger II, this thing is not invulnerable. You see, here came in a shell onto the gun mantlet. It did not manage to fully penetrate, however, the gunner was incapacitated by this hit, probably because of spalling inside the tank. German armor quality in 1945 was not great anymore. Then we have one more hit here into the side of the vehicle at 324 meters, and you can see it, well, it was a very large caliber. That was the ISU 122 that fired this. The shell did penetrate inside, killed the driver, the commander, the loader and the machine gunner, damaged the ammunition, destroyed the transmission, ruptured the fuel tank and damaged the turret. So yeah, there goes that. And if we look at this Tiger II, what did kill him? He was killed by a hit into the side of the turret, also by the ISU 122. That thing actually did some damage to us. It did shoot into the front of the turret at one point, but with a high explosive shell, so nothing happened. Another high explosive shell came into this side, fired from a T-34. But this hit into the side of the turret, yeah, no chance at all. Driver, gunner, commander, loader and the machine gunner were all instantly killed. The engine was destroyed, the ammunition blew up, transmission was destroyed and turret was destroyed. What a shame. Okay, let's take a look at this magical ISU 122. This thing is a beast. You can call this a heavy Soviet anti-tank weapon. And I did kill it by shooting a few rounds into him over here, and one of those did penetrate. Well, they all penetrated, but the first, I guess, that came in penetrated and killed the driver, the gunner, the commander, the loader and the machine gunner, also damaged the ammunition and ruptured the fuel tank. Everything after that was just decoration, basically. Now, what did the enemies have? A machine gun. Okay. He got blown up. No problem there. Another machine gun. Okay. What kind of machine gun is that? SG-43. Interesting. It looks like a Dishcam with a nice gun shield. Okay, we are now coming to the T-34s that we engaged, and oh boy, those will be some nice hits that we can observe on these vehicles. Let me first try to establish from where this tank came. Okay, this was one of the tanks coming in from the right side. As you can see, it received one hit into the side of the turret here, well, more into the back of the turret at a very steep angle, so it did not penetrate. However, my guess is due to spalling, the ammunition inside was actually damaged. No hits here, of course, but then there is this lovely hit straight into the side of the vehicle. Driver, gunner, loader and machine gunner were killed. So my guess is the commander got out of the tank. Yeah, the hatch is open. The ammunition was blown up and the fuel tank was ruptured. What else do we have? This is the opposite side. So this is the left side. One of the tanks that came from over here, and it got hit by a lovely shell right into the side of the vehicle. It penetrated the armor, blew up inside against the armor on the other side. Driver, gunner, commander and machine gunner were all killed. The ammunition was ignited, a fuel tank was ruptured and the turret drive was destroyed. This is the one again on the left side that came over the hill. As you can see, this one suffered multiple hits. Oh yes, even one directly into the front of the turret. I don't think that was me, I think that was somebody else. That, however, did not actually manage to penetrate fully into the inner workings of the tank. My guess is that this was the first hit into the back here. Detonated inside, driver, loader and machine gunner were instantly killed, the engine was destroyed and the transmission was destroyed. Also a fuel tank was ruptured. And then we have 2 more hits into the side. One of those killed the gunner and ruptured the fuel tank. Another one killed the commander and also ruptured the fuel tank. I'm surprised this thing is not on fire. What else is there? Beach one. Okay, one of the tanks inside the village. I don't know where they came from, but yeah. He received 2 very nice hits into the driver's hatch. It's looking weird like this because the driver's hatch has been opened. Let's see. Okay. One of those hits penetrated inside, killed the loader and the machine gunner and disabled the turret rotational drive, so they decided to get out. Smart decision if you ask me. Another one of the T-34s inside the village. I think this is the one that rolled into the village in the end, that I managed to take out with one lovely shot into the lower hull here. Driver, gunner, commander and machine gunner are all dead. The ammunition was detonated, the radio was destroyed, fuel tank ruptured, turret destroyed. T-34, Chestnut 3. Ah, the tank on the tracks. Was this maybe the one that I could see from the hill back there? So the first one that I engaged. This is very much possible. Yes, yes, the range would indicate that, yeah. Okay, the first hit went into the turret, just above the turret ring. It did penetrate. I think it's just above the turret ring, yeah. It did penetrate and it actually killed the gunner, the commander and the loader, and also destroyed the turret mechanisms. So at this point the vehicle was already screwed. But I decided to put in 2 more shells just for safety's sake. This shell destroyed the engine, the ammunition and the transmission, the radio. It ruptured the fuel tank and it further damaged the turret drive. And one further shell, well, there was nothing more to accomplish at this point. Okay, here we have one more of the tanks that came in from the right side. This one came down the tracks. And he received a shell right into the side of the vehicle at a nice range of 1,355 meters. It detonated inside. Driver, gunner, commander, loader and the machine gunner were all killed. The engine was destroyed, the ammunition was destroyed, the transmission was destroyed, the radio was destroyed, a fuel tank was ruptured and the turret was destroyed. So complete destruction. One more of those tanks that came in on the right side. Once more, one shell into the side of the vehicle. The whole crew was instantly killed, the ammunition was blown up and the fuel tank was ruptured. Okay, here we have one more of the tanks that came in on the left side. This one took a few hits actually. Let's see, so there was one hit. Yeah, I think it was driving away from me, okay. So there was one hit coming in here onto the back of the turret. It only killed the commander and disabled the turret rotation. Then we had another shell coming in here, smashing into the side, actually killing the gunner and the machine gunner, also destroying the radio and further disabling the turret. And we had one more shell. I'm surprised this didn't bounce off. It somehow penetrated, punched into the turret, killed the loader and destroyed the weapon. Now the driver managed to get out. He survived this. And my guess is that he didn't get very far. It started to snow by now. This is awesome. Another T-34 inside the village. Oh, this is the last one that I engaged, I think, where I machine gunned the driver. So I did place a few shells into the side, and that was actually needed because you can see this shell killed the gunner and the commander and the loader, so the turret crew. This shell down here damaged the ammunition and destroyed the turret rotation. And then... yeah, and then we had the bullets coming in for the driver. See, one of the bullets actually says driver and machine gunner. Okay. And then the 88mm shell came in through the driver's hatch, detonated inside, and destroyed the ammunition, also the radio, the fuel tank, and further the turrets. So this is what then finished off the tank. One more. He is inside the village. And I did engage this one, yes. A nice hit into the frontal armor here. It penetrated inside where it did detonate, killing the whole crew, destroying the engine, blowing up the ammunition, destroying the transmission, the radio, rupturing a fuel tank, and also disabling the turret. And here we have the second to last tank. He received a lovely hit into the side. Let's see which hit finished it off. He received multiple hits, but I think, yeah, this hit into the side did kill the loader and disabled the turret rotation. But it was this hit into the front of the vehicle that penetrated, who detonated inside, killed driver, gunner, commander and machine gunner, and also blew up the engine and destroyed the radio. And we come to the last enemy tank on the battlefield. This lovely T-34 that came through the village only to receive one really angry shell at only 200 meters range. It punched, of course, clean through the frontal armor. No problem there at all. The whole crew was killed, the engine and the transmission were destroyed. The engine obviously caught fire. Lovely. Very lovely. Actually, I'd want to check really quick. You did not score any kills on enemy tanks. You did. So yeah, you actually took out Aspen 1 and Aspen 3. Let's check them out really quick. Okay, those were tanks coming in from the left. Yeah, I did see one King Tiger shooting at those. Nice. Aspen 1, Aspen 3. Decimated by my other King Tiger that unfortunately met a very ugly end at the hands of the ISU 122. The beast back there. So, that's it for this mission. My oh my, this was a long one. But we did it. It was very interesting, very tense. The enemy had a lot of very dangerous tanks. The T-34-85 is nothing to discard as harmless. This is a very potent tank. And it packs quite a punch, especially at ranges like we had inside the village here. So for example, if this T-34 managed to get a shot off at me, I think he would have punched through my frontal armor. Yeah, probably. At that range, nah, I don't think it would have stood up to the punishment. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. It was certainly a very interesting experience to play this really big cat here. As I said earlier, if you want to see me play a specific tank from World War II, it doesn't have to be German, it can be Soviet as well, it can be British, American. There's a lot of stuff included in the STA mod. Just write it in the comments, I'll check if it's available, and if it is, I'll make a video with it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, by the way. Since my channel is quite small, YouTube might not show you when I upload a new video. The YouTube algorithm is weird like that. Thank you very much for your time. Once again, I hope you enjoyed this, and I look forward to the next video. Until then, goodbye.